In chapter 2 of the book, I featured a message there from an Instagram follower who at the time just lost her father. So today, I invited her here at home so that she can share with us her organizing journey that led her and her family find happiness at one of the most difficult times of their lives.
I found your page 2 weeks after my papa suddenly died. My family and I were deep in depression. I was crushed. I didn't go to work for a week after his funeral. One of the loneliest days, I found you on IG. During those times, I was also stressing about our house. It didn't feel like we're home without Papa. My Papa, who was a retiree, managed the house. I help whenever I can. We're partners in keeping it clean and organized, but that's long gone now. Our house is in total disarray from clutter and unnecessary stuff, especially in the kitchen. So when I saw your page, I was hooked. I organized a major spring cleaning with the help of a few family members and bought a lot of storage bins. We sorted through and kept things that we can. At the end of this process, I realized that cleaning and organizing became my therapy. It also helped that every time I cleaned, I talked to Papa and cried. Right now, I'm in a much better place. I'm still sad and hurting, but it's more of remembering the good times with him. I know he loves what I did to the house and that I have kept it clean and neat now. I'm still sad and hurting, but it's more of remembering the good times with him. I know he loves what I did to the house and that I have kept it clean and neat now.
Welcome, Lindsay, here at home. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Insan.
No, thank you for agreeing to be here with me today. I have parang very few followers at the time, and I remember when you messaged me, and it took me a few minutes to respond because honestly, I don't know how to respond on your message. Because you mentioned there that you lost your father and you stumbled upon my Instagram page. Tell us why organizing and cleaning is special to you and your father.
With us, it was just very relaxed. He's not naman the OC type.
So clean as you go si Daddy.
Oo, ganun siya. Very relaxed, although, tsaka kasi growing up, talagang maririnig mo siya lagi. So, hindi pwedeng hindi mo gawin.
Sino naman your mom and your dad? Like, who's more neat?
My dad.
Your dad
My
talaga?
papa talaga.
Pareho tayo. When you sent me a message, you mentioned that at the time you just lost your dad. So, and you said that parang seeing my page was the nudge that you've been waiting for to start organizing again and to get back on track.
That was, kasi my dad, papa died around June 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Then I saw your page like 2 weeks after his funeral ata. Kasi I was depressed, hindi ako pumasok. Kasi I was in a graveyard shift back then.
Okay.
So, I cannot sleep talaga the whole day. Kasi nga, titingnan ko na yung bahay. Yan. Tapos, kasi usually kaming dalawa lang nasa bahay. Pag-araw, patutulog ako, siya nandun nanonood na ng TV. So, parang one of those days na pinipilit kong matulog, naka-Instagram lang ako. Then, I stumbled upon, kasi parang sobrang ang gulo ng bahay namin. Kasi nga, we were at the chapel lang. For a week, wala nag-asikaso ng bahay. So, parang, this is left to me lang. So, saan ako magsisimula? I have no energy, I'm sad. Tapos nung lagi lahat ng nakikita ang organization page, puro US. Sabi ko, hindi naman ako makaka-relate dito. US and Canada to. Tapos, one of the hashtag, I found your page. Sabi ko, oh my God, she's from the Philippines.
It was a hashtag.
Tapos,
Okay.
yun na, I went to your page, then I found your post about Neri. I'm following Neri. Neri Miranda.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
following
yes.
her. She's friend of Neri. Okay. So, dun na siya nagsimula. I followed you na.
at the time you messaged me, you were sure
Yeah.
that, parang you said na I'm ready, and, parang stumbling upon your page helped me pick up myself and, start again. And you mentioned there pa na parang,
I bought like the big boxes.
yes, and you said pa na parang while you're doing it, you're talking to your dad as if he's just there. And, parang to me, when all of Meat Obsession started, all I am actually parang thinking of also is to how my dad will agree in all of the things that I am doing. Kasi siya yung siya yung barometer ko of cleanliness and organization eh. So, syempre parang iniisip ko talaga, if ganito yung gagawin ko, will my dad approve of it? Actually, yun yung nangyari sa akin with Meat Obsessions eh, na parang when I started out the page, and then a lot of people can relate to what I'm posting, parang I got validated na parang, okay, so hindi pala ako nag-iisa sa mundo. Parang madami palang may gustong gumawa nito. A little backstory lang ha. Si Lindsay kasi is one of my active followers in Instagram. I tell you, I really don't know her, guys. So, she's my active follower. When I say active follower, like I consider her as my virtual friend because for every post, for every story, meron siyang reaction to it. So, I know her Instagram handle. Parang, kumbaga parang, hindi buo yung posting ko kapag walang reaction ni Lindsay. Munti ka na ako magtampo kasi, when I included her story in my book, it was really meant to surprise her. So, I've been waiting for the time that she will message me in Instagram. Kasi nga, alam ko, pag once na nagsabi ako na, book launch na ako, for sure she'll be the one who will respond right away. Now, for the longest time, since I did the book launch, I never got parang any reaction, any like from Lindsay. So parang, ano ba yung nangyari kay Lindsay? What happened kaya? Parang ayaw ba niya yung book ko? So very unlikely. So, and what I wanted kasi sana is instead of me parang messaging her, I wanted to be like natural when she say na, hey, I'm excited. Because she said she was excited for the book. So I was waiting for her to, kailan kaya niya ako i-message? Because I've been meaning to give her a copy because I really want to surprise her regarding that particular chapter because her story is really inspiring. Okay, cut to the time that she messaged me na out of the blue. She said that her mom passed away. So, when you messaged me that, kung natagalan ako dun sa reply ko sa dad mo, I felt that because I was able to have that kind of relationship with you na virtually, I felt the pain when you said that I've been meaning to buy your book, but your mom passed on. So, Lindsay, I mean, I pray for the people that I get to encounter in Meat Obsessions, and you're one of them. And when you mentioned that to me, parang I felt, why does it have to happen to you again? So parang, and especially at this time. What I like about you, Lindsay, is that when you got married, you happily shared to me that experience and said, hey, Miss Isa, I got married na. And you know what? We got featured pa because at the time, it was the Taal eruption and ganyan. But every time, Lindsay, I get inspired whenever you tell me story about what's happening in your life because it's just so beautiful how you look at it. Like, diba, you messaged me at the time that you were ready to face na. And not naman move on, but really move forward from what happened to your dad. And then, here again, you're messaging me after your wedding, happily sharing it to me that even if it's all with the Taal eruption and meron ka pang mga TV appearances because nga parang sikat na sikat yung wedding niya at the time because it was in Tagaytay. And still, parang you don't see the negativity. But when your mom died, I felt it. I felt it, Lindsay, and I really don't know how to react and help you at that time. But, I prayed for it. I prayed like, how am I going to, make you feel a little better? And I read again that portion of the book. And when I read it, I prayed to the Lord and said, Lord, thank you po. Thank you that you let Lindsay get this book at the time she needed it the most.
Sobra.
That is the blessing that you have in my life, Lindsay, that you know how you look and see things at a positive light. No matter the difficulty. And ang galing lang din that even if your wedding happened at the time na the world is in chaos, 'di ba? You were gifted with a man that God prepared for you because of all of these things that happened and are happening. At least you have someone, 'di ba, right beside you. Just to make it a little bit lighter. So, how are you now? What does it feel like now? Na parang talagang full on you're doing homemaking.
Sobra akong nag-i-enjoy. I love it. Yung cleaning part naman kasi, nakakatulong ko naman siya. Pero, I don't really see it as a chore. Ewan ko, masaya akong mag-arte-arte sa bahay. I make things beautiful, kahit walang budget. Although hindi pa ako marunong mag-DIY, mga ganun. Pero, I love it. I love yung
Well, that is what I want people to realize now, that Neat Obsessions is not just, teaching you how to be technical in organizing and ensure that you have a, beautiful home, but really how you connect to having a good relationship with yourself and with your family and making sure that you're taking care of the home that is also taking care of you. Thank you for agreeing to be with me, especially at this time na, diba, parang we try to socially distance with a lot of people, but still you chose to agree and say yes to this.
Oh my God, this is like fangirling moment. Oh my God, kinikilabutan nga ako kanina. Oh my God, nandito mo talaga.
No, only because that I want people to feel that homemaking and organizing is really more than just it looking beautiful. And dapat pantay-pantay, dapat pare-pareho ng kulay, or dapat magkakasunod, according to height. It's not really like that, but it's really how you're going to establish, diba, the meaning of home and the meaning of what it's like to care for the self and to care for the people that you love and to care for the home that is also giving you shelter. And only because that, at least for people to know, no, na parang the reason why you want your home to be organized is because at least there's a spot in the universe that you are safe, diba?
Yes,
that you
true.
know that
More than ever.
whenever you're home, you feel comfortable, diba? And parang you don't have to think of anything else. So, thank you so much again, Lindsay. And I hope I get to hug you next time. But for now, ganito na lang muna tayo. But thank you so
Oh my
much.
God, this is such an honor talaga.
So, I'm going to share something from my book since I haven't done any book reading from all of the online book launch that I did this year. And allow me to do this here on my page so that you will know a few of the items that were written here in my book. The therapeutic feeling that organizing brought to the letter sender and her entire family may not exactly be the same kind of happiness that you feel during a wedding ceremony or after giving birth, nor is it exactly like getting promoted or passing a particularly difficult exam. But it's this kind of happiness that is calm and quiet, peaceful and reassuring. It's that feeling of fulfillment, knowing that while we don't have control over everything in our lives, we have full control of the things that we own. Their home may not be the same ever again, but they recognize that they can, in their power, bring back the happiness that was taken by a force beyond their control. For a mother, There's nothing quite like the feeling of seeing her newborn for the first time. I've always been thankful to God that He allowed me to experience this feeling thrice in my life. It's a different kind of happiness we mothers wish we could put into words. And for me, there are at least 3 reasons why I smile genuinely every day. They are the reasons why I am up for every challenge ahead and why I can still smile no matter how exhausting the day. They are named Seb, Stella, and Sabina. Both my husband and I would savor these moments that we, a family of 5, all fit in one bed just carefree and happy. Sooner or later, no matter how difficult it is for me to even picture this, our kids will be sleeping on their own beds and in their own rooms. Until that time, I'm going to make the most out of this little routine we so carefully preserved. There are a lot of other things, people, and places that make me smile from the heart. A neat and organized home at the end of a tiring day is one, but nothing ever comes close to the feeling of being at home with the people I love the most. Say neat, everyone!